Hi, so last video we have learned about the cloud storage and how to set the retention policy. Let's talk about some more features and what mainly we have in cloud storage. So if you talk about its unlimited storage, the media where we have a more data, right? Most of the use cases we have. So the integrated repository for machine learning, that data hunger, right? Like a machine learning, to achieve the accuracy, they need the more data, like a big data, right? Data engineering. So mostly they store the data onto your cloud, okay? And the costing is very, very lower. We'll talk about the costing also. Let's talk about the features first, right? So features, you have unlimited storage with no minimum object size you have. The second is worldwide accessibility. Yes, cloud give you the worldwide accessibility, and you have seen that the multiple data centers we have worldwide in Google Cloud. And low latency, the time is very lesser. You see that how frequently you read the data, the time it takes very lesser, so it's work on low latency. Durability is almost 99.99%, so there's a validity, and your data security is very, very important, and Google make sure that durability is very higher for this part. Okay, and the redundancy, if the data is stored in multi-region, you have a dual region. We have already seen this, all the features: single region, dual region, multiple region. Okay, now let's coming on to the advanced features what we have. So in advanced features we have transition to lower cost classes easily. What is the lower cost? We will talk about this. And multiple redundancy, right? Data occurrence is also options we have. Easily transfer data to cloud storage. So when we'll do that, the big query, or we have a data proc services, right? So in that case, what we will do, we will see how to migrate data from cloud storage, import and export data, and it's quite easy to do that. Okay, let's come to the costing part. You see that this is the storage class. Hope you remember that we have talked about standard, nearline, cold line, archive, right? If you're using data frequently, you are using the storage, standard storage. If you're using once in a month or quarterly, if you're using the data, then it's cold line, and once in a year, then we have archive storage. We have seen all this thing in the previous video. Now talking about the standard size, what we have, the costing, right? So per GB per month, right? So if you're using standard storage, right, and we're storing the data onto standard storage, the costing will come per GB. You can see here $0.02. You can see that how minimal cost is there, right? So this is all about the standard. The lesser use, the lesser you pay. Okay, you're using once in a year, quarterly, monthly and daily. The lesser use, the less you pay. Okay, this is all about the storage for any workload and been there. Remember that the cloud storage is not about the storage. The charges are where the charges has been the breakup of the charge. If you load the data, you download the data, the charges will come there also. Okay, now coming to the data transfer, right? You see that one more costing we have, like, now if you pull the data and push the data, pull means you have downloaded, and push means you have uploaded the data. So the storage costing is this, right? That just now we have discussed about. This is the storing cost, but load and upload and download cost will be also different. So every activity, you're reading the data, you're writing the data, so charges will come. Let's talk about the charges for push and pull. Now see here, the standard size, nearline, cold, archive. We have already discussed about the storage part. The frequently the charges are decreasing, but if you talk about pulling, downloading the data, the charges are per 1,000 operations. So multiple operations we have. So per 1,000, 10,000 operations, the charges will be what? You see that the charges will be lesser. The more you use, the less you pay. Okay, in the standard, you see that this is increasing. This is what increasing: 0.10, 0.10, 0.50. So charges are increasing. The lesser use, the more you have to pay. Okay, this is what uploading, right? You said 0.04 because standard you're using frequently, and once in a month, so 0.01, and you see the charges are increasing. Okay, so this is what push pull operation and storage are totally inversely proportional. You can understand, right? Now there's also free service. If you have a data on a one bucket and you have another bucket and one bucket to another bucket, if you're moving the data, it's completely free. So Google give you the free operation bucket to bucket. If you move the data from one bucket to another bucket, the charges are nothing. It's completely free. Yes, one platform to cloud storage, the charges will be there. So you have to understand this very clearly, how the charges will come. Very minimal, but there are small operation, the charges will come for that also. That you have to keep in mind also. The use cases, mainly where we talk about machine learning, where the data hunger, right? Machine learning is all about, if you are being data scientist and or you have some understanding of data scientist, you understand that data accuracy, the more data you have of user, the accuracy you can achieve is easily, right? So the data they have to store onto the cloud, right? The highest levels of availability, performance, single reason. So cloud storage is also strongly consistent, giving you confidence, accuracy in the analytics world, right? Media content, we know that it's digital marketing. You have social media, we have a print media, right? We have everything is getting digitalized, right? So they have a massive data and they have to store it, like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, right? They all, you are uploading the data, they don't charge about this, right? But they need to have this data. So the more important thing is that how they can get this data in a very lesser price, and you know that low latency, they maintain the quality, they maintain the latency, they maintain the accessibility, right? So this is a media is a very huge data generating enormous data, and of course the cloud storage will be the priority to store the data. Backup and archive, what are the data you have, you want to make it backup, you want to make it archive, Google Cloud, Google Drive, yeah, is a good option. So mainly we are using, right? So these are the major, you know that cloud is very demanding and the storage is coming in the picture. Okay, and now finally we talk about the access control. I guess we have discussed already, right? If you have a cloud, you have a bucket and you want to give the access through the same, all the users you want to give the same access, so you can set the uniform, fine grained we talk about. If you want a different user, you want to give the different access, we talk about like Amazon Prime. If you take a common subscription, that is all user can use it easily, and common subscription, right, uniform. But inside that also there's a one subscription is there, you might notice that. So they have a two different users. One user is what using the common all the videos been there, okay, and fine grained is all about inside that. If you have another subscription for the requirement, Google is giving you all this option. We have already done this. I will suggest you just go and trick this. Very important, this fine grained and uniform, this all been, we have a topic IAM, so where they have a complete access control. So when we learn this topic, you'll get the idea how to get more, right, more accessibility, what limited access you can provide. So we'll see in that topic. Okay, so hope you learn about the cloud storage. I make sure that you're learning well and do more practical, because that is more important for you. Thank you. Happy learning. Hey, don't forget to download our app for access to free courses and interactive quizzes. Stay connected with us on social media for updates and free content. See you next time. Happy learning.